Morning everybody, it's the 23rd? 23rd?
Yeah, because tomorrow's 24th.
Yes, right, fine. And I have had a bit of a lie-in and I've breakfasted and showered and dressed and done a bit of knitting. And the lovely Jocelyn has asked to do my makeup. So this is the before, okay? I'm fuzzy. This is the before, okay? I'll do you an after now in a minute.
Mum's makeup, and I think I did a good job. I did that eyebrow.
I got eyeshadow.
Yeah, it was fun to do. You look good.
Thank you very much.
It suits with your outfit today as well.
Excellent.
What did you get in your advent thing?
I haven't opened it yet.
Should we do that now?
Yeah, can do.
Okay.
The kitchen now. Day 23. 23, grey string. Above head lighting and spectacles is a really bad combination. Was it? Gives my face weird shadowy bits, but never mind.
Oh well. Makes you look tired, and then people will write sympathy comments like, "Oh, you look so tired. You should have a nap." I complain a lot about being tired, actually. So I think. Ooh, you can. You can pronounce that. I don't know.
Debonair soft sock.
It's purple.
Look at that. I love purple.
Yeah.
I have a feel. I've seen debonair at shows, but I've never knitted with any. Oh, and that is really soft as well.
Yeah, I don't want to get makeup on it.
No, you're very covered in makeup. And this morning, I finished my second square.
Yay!
Yay! So I'm still a few days behind with blocks, but hopefully I can catch up. So I've now got 2 completed advent blocks for my calendar.
Fun.
Hurrah! So today I need to tidy the kitchen. Max has already walked the dog, bless him.
Yeah, I've done your makeup. I've done my makeup.
We've got to
Pack the car.
clear the kitchen.
That thing.
Boring stuff like put the bins out so nothing smells.
Yeah.
And then we can head up to Grandma's.
Yay! Are we? Oh yeah, we're going after lunch. I thought we were stopping like at the halfway pub thing.
No, that's where Dad's meeting. It's complicated. It's complicated. But thank you very much for my makeup.
You're welcome. You look nice.
Thank you. Right, I'll check in later. Okay. I am trying to work out exactly how much knitting and what sort of knitting I should take with me when I head up to Mum's. So today's going to be mostly driving and sorting things out. I think I'm going to give up and take the presents naked and wrap them with Dave's help tonight. So I thought knitting, right. And I thought, just so you can have a jolly good laugh, I'd talk you through what I'm taking. First of all, this is my knitting basket. I love it a disproportionate amount. I bought it from Lidl a couple of years ago for about £12, and officially it's a collapsible picnic basket. So this handle folds down. It's a sort of a sturdy woven cream and grey fabric, and it has a lid that zips, so if you want to you can zip it up. And then inside it's got a zippy pocket here, and then these metal bits come up if you want to collapse it, but they keep it nice and rigid if you want it out. And it's a really nice solid bottom with these feet on it. Normally it lives under my side table and it's my general whip basket, because I very rarely go out and about with more than one project these days. I just stuff a travel sock in my work bag. So this is what I get to fill up. So I thought I would talk you through it. I've been through and cleared out a little bit just so that I can drop things in as we chat. So first of all, I found a shawl in there that I'd been looking for. This is my 3-colour cashmere shawl. Can't remember the designer, but that's going to go in there. My knitting notebook. I don't use this a huge amount. I do sometimes. Oh, looks like I haven't used it this year. Gosh, yes, the last thing I had in here was Max's Weasley jumper, which was back in 2017. But anyway, that's always handy to have. My notions pouch. I've gone fuzzy. There we go. This is something I made myself. It's pleated. Which way do the pleats go? Yeah, it's got 3 pleats in it. and I made it with scraps and a pattern off the internet. Again, I can't remember the name of it, I'm afraid. And that's Must Knit Faster badge, and that's my Raveltal. And I've got all sorts of things in here. I've got tape measures, clicky row counters that you wear on your finger. I've got a small packet of short emery boards, which is always handy. I've got a tiny little tin, which if I can show you without throwing them all over the floor, has got my Dorset button in. And it's got stitch markers and end caps and one of those little keys for the Knit Pro cables and things like that. So that's always handy. What else have I got? Embroidery needles for weaving in ends. Pair of scissors. Couple of stitch holders. And there's usually some waste yarn in the bottom. Some sort of crochet cotton. But looks like that might have gone walkabout. So obviously that's going in as well. Oh, forgot my emery boards. Quite a lot of this, when I set new projects up, I always have one of those little bulb pins pinned to the inside of a project bag, and I use that to put stitch markers on if I need them. And I usually put a tape measure in each project bag as well, particularly if it's socks. So I've got lots of tape measures. Works in progress. I'm going to take one design project with me, which obviously I can't show you. But I will be taking my folder for making the notes about what I'm doing. And did I put it in here? Yes, I did. So that's my super secret design project. I will be taking my West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas socks. I'm very nearly at the point of Kitchener-ing the toe closed. I roll up the bottom of my socks because I have such long feet. I have to knit the foot to 8.75 inches before I start the toe, and so it just gets a bit twisty, so I just double up the bottom of the sock. So that's good. Those will come with me, and I hope to cast on the second one of those while I'm up there. And that's in my Knit Spin Quilts Manatees bag, so that's going in. And I'm taking my lovely quilted project bag. This is the one that was a present from Jeanette, and this has got my Advent minis in, and I've remembered to put in the last little parcel for tomorrow, and I've remembered to put in the Christmas presents box, the big present for day 25, so that will be exciting. If you remember this project, you might not do. This is a lovely gift from Ruth. Hi Ruth, that she gave to me at the Knit Tea Retreat, my lovely sheepy bag, look. And in here is a project I haven't touched for a while because it needs brain power, and I am a bear of very little brain, but it's my Stasis pullover, which is a Brooklyn tweed. And I did very carefully do a tension square in the round, in the pattern as instructed. Altered things accordingly, cast on for the sleeve, and if you remember, I think I should have gone up a needle size, and because my row gauge was out, it means that it's not quite increasing fast enough, so it was giving me a bit of a tight fit. So I need to find some time to sit down, go back over my stitches and rows per inch, and just, I'll end up having to rip it out, but I didn't want to do that until I'd taken the measurements. So I'm hoping 10 minutes with that, because I really love garment knitting, and you get a little bit of colourwork fun at the bottom of the sleeve, and then it's just acres of beautiful stocking stitch. So that's going in. So that's 3 whips and 1 design project. I'm also going to take in my Mrs. Brown's bag this skein of Regia. Now I promised my brother socks. He's never had any hand knit socks before, and he said he'd like some. but he hasn't given me his feet measurements. He's got slightly longer feet than me, but he hasn't given me his foot circumference, so I can take a guess. Certainly enough. I think if I just cast on 72 stitches, that will be absolutely fine for the ribbing, if nothing else. So I can cast on the ribbing and get that done, and then just when I see him tomorrow, I can take the measurements. So that's kind of Toby's Christmas present. Sorry, I'll get there. So that's going in. And then in my Duckpool Lane bag, hi lovely Leslie, hope you have a lovely Christmas. I met Leslie, we were chatting with friends online, and I met her at Yarndale last year, and that was really nice. And she had this fantastic black and white jacket on. She looked really smart. Anyway, she has an Etsy shop and sells really nice bags, so do go and check her out. And now in here, I've got a ball of woollyknitcrafts.com Aran in blue, and I have the leftover West Yorkshire Spinners Air Valley Essential DK. I knit my dad's Christmas socks in these, and this is going to be fingerless mitts for my boys. Conrad wanted some dark blue ones, Max just wanted some mitts, so I'm taking a ball of each. So hopefully I can get those cast on. I've got to take a couple of books with me to do with my design work. So I've got Nora Gorn's Knitted Cable Source Book, and I've got Cable Left, Cable Right by Judith Durant. And I've shown you these before. I've got Increase, Decrease and Cast On, Bind Off by her, and these are such brilliant books. For a start, they're spiral bound, so they lie flat, and they've got charted and written instructions, and she's also got some really good basic information in here, as well as sort of different categories of cables. She also has things like how to balance patterns vertically and horizontally, and a handy couple of pages on coping with take-up and splay. That's the way that cables can pull in or bag out of fabric, so when you're casting off you might need to chuck in some decreases. So I need these for the design work, so those are going in. And then, I haven't shown this for a while, and if you're new you won't have seen it. Jenny and I both entered an Instagram giveaway competition by Oh So Beautiful for embroidery kits. Now Jenny, I think, has finished hers. She showed it on one of my Vlogmas videos. I can't remember which day of the month it was, but it was a few ago. And she had one that had birds and bees and flowers, and I chose a Christmassy one. And this is fab because it comes with everything you need in the box. So you get printed cotton fabric, the embroidery hoop, padding, the embroidery floss, needles, instructions and a stitch guide. So literally everything I need is in here. There, look. Yay! So that's my Christmas Eve cast on. I know it's not knitting, but I think it counts. I deserve a new project. And you might wonder why on earth I'm taking so many things with me when I'm only away for 3 days. If you've been watching Ange of the Yarn and Yarns podcast, and if you haven't, you really should, because she's fabulous. If you search for Yarn Yarns, all one word, she'll pop up. And she has a 12 cast-ons of Christmas. So what she does is she plans out 12 projects, and then she casts the bleeding lot on over a couple of days while she's off on Christmas. She runs our local yarn store. And then she's got all of these projects set up and all ready to go for whenever she's in the mood. She did it last year, and I think she cast on 12 projects, and I think you've only got 2 that are still works in progress. Is that right, Ange? And it just struck me as a brilliant idea, because I really don't enjoy starting a project. I like winding the yarn, that's good fun, but all the faff of tension squares and what needles and going through the pattern and colouring in your size bit and notes because I want this size at the waist and that size at the hip, drives me nuts. So I'm taking a ridiculous number of projects with me, and I'm going to make a start, and I'm going to do a mass cast on just like Ange. I don't think it's 12, but it's certainly several. Right, recap. Embroidery. 2 pairs of mittens. Sock for my brother. Jumper for me. Socks for me. Advent square blanket. Design project. 1, 2, no. 1, 2. So that's 3 works in progress. 3 new cast-ons and 1 design project. So do you think that will be enough? Heaven forbid I don't have enough knitting. Right, now I really need to get going because Max has been trying to make us eat lunch since 10:30 because I said that we can go to Grandma's after lunch. So really I've got to get cracking. One thing I forgot to show you. This is my knitting pencil case that stays in my bag of tricks by the side of my chair. And it's got like a computer printed fabric on the front with a sheep and a light denim back and a zip. And this was a present from Conrad, my eldest. It was one of his DT projects in school, and they had to pick a project and make it and design whatever was going to go on the front. And bless his cotton socks, he designed me a sheep pencil case. So in here, I love it. Absolutely love it. He did such a good job. Putting in zips isn't easy. So I've got a little calculator, I've got a ruler, and I've got various pens and pencils and rubbers and things like that. So all of that's going in as well. But yeah, bless his cotton socks. Lovely Conrad.